Yo guys, I've got some good news for you. I was browsing the Canon website and they've just released a new camera, the M200. It's a mirrorless camera. It's priced at an entry-level point, but they've thrown in a ton of features that I'd expect to see at a lot higher priced camera. So I'm going to quickly run through all of these features and see whether it's worth buying. And you know, some of these features are really good, so let's find out. Hey yo guys, Marlon King here. I make videos about consumer technology and camera gear, so if that's your bag, hit that subs button. And today I'm talking about the M200. Canon just released it and it's got loads of specs that most people want. And it really surprises me because it comes in at a price point that undercuts the M50. It's half the price of the Canon 90D and the M6 Mark II. So this is perfect, and what's best about it as well, for $550 or pounds sterling, you are getting the camera with the kit lens of 15 to 45. So that is pretty impressive. That's like at least £100 under the M50. So let's find out whether it's worth buying. First thing to know is it comes with the 24 megapixel CMOS sensor, and it's using the Digic 8 processor that is found in all of Canon's more recent cameras, including the G7X Mark III, the Canon 90D, the M6 as I mentioned. So that's going to be doing a pretty decent job, and the camera can shoot in 4K video at 24 and 25 frames per second. So hold up a second, did I just say 24 frames per second? Why doesn't the Canon 90D, their flagship, do 24 frames per second, but the M200 does? Are they trying to devalue 24 frames per second? But look, fact of the matter is, it does 24 frames per second, and let's just jump straight to the chase. It has a flip up screen, not a flip out, flip up, which means it's going to be really good for vlogging in 4K, and it does 60 frames per second at 1080p, and it also does 120 frames per second at not full HD, just HD. Standard Canon tricks, but it is still 120 frames per second, which we never used to get, so nice to see that in there. It also has 6 frames per second burst mode. It's not the fastest, but still nice to have. So there's some other cool features in this camera as well. They've included eye autofocus, which is quite new for Canon, and to be honest with you, it's pretty brilliant. It means that a lot of your photos are going to just end up crystal clear. And one of the other things they've included is dual pixel autofocus for video, and it's just so nice to hear that, seeing as they kind of forgot to put it in the G7X Mark III, which is using the same processor and is kind of one of their flagship in the compact camera range. So what's Canon doing? I'm not sure, but let's just take each camera as it comes, and really nice to see. When it comes to low-level light performance, this camera has 256,000 ISO range, so hopefully that should be pretty good. It's nice to see that. Some of their old generation didn't go quite that high. I think it bottled out at 128,000. I don't have my hands on the camera as of yet, so I can't test what the noise levels are like, but fingers crossed it should be good performance. Some of the other features this camera has is vertical video mode, perfect for IGTV, Insta Stories, or TikTok, whatever floats your boat. It also has Wi-Fi Bluetooth for sharing your photos and videos to your phone, or for remote control shooting if you're taking selfies, or again, whatever floats your boat, right? It has a touchscreen, perfect for navigating the menus, which I've found on other systems to be a bit more painful to use without the touchscreen, so nice to see that. It also has 4K time-lapse mode, which is really nice to see in kind of this entry-level camera as well. So they've literally thrown everything into this camera. So what's the caveat? I can't see any mic input on this camera, and that's a big no-no for vloggers, or, well, it's not a big no-no, you know, because look, I'm using my portable recorder and my camera does have a mic input, so it's really down to your personal preference. The camera also doesn't have a viewfinder, which I kind of wouldn't expect, seeing as their M6 does, and it's actually, well, actually it doesn't. You have to pay for an attachment, but you're paying, again, like over £1,000 for that, so I'm not going to miss the viewfinder on this camera. The camera says it has digital lens optimizer built into the camera. Now, I'm not sure whether they're hinting that this has IBIS, in-body stabilization, or whether it's just a different technology that's going to help give some kind of stabilization to the lenses. And some final key metrics about the camera: it allows you to do 315 photos on the battery, or if you put it in eco mode, it says you can get closer to 480. And when it comes to video filming, it reckons you can get up to 90 minutes on a single battery at a general temperature that's not too hot, not too cold. And it's under 300 grams in weight. So overall, this is quite a compact camera, nice and light to carry around, and good battery life. So am I going to be recommending this camera? Well, I can't say just yet because I haven't got my hands on it, but as soon as I do, I'll do some tests, show you what the results are, and you can make judgment for yourself. But definitely keep your eyes out for this one, because in this price range, it's really nice to see this feature set, and including the kit lens with it as well. So on that note, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you soon, probably next week, but more likely to be the week after this time around. So take it easy. Peace. It also has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for sharing your videos and photos to your phone, or for remote control. Remote control, yeah.